Hey guys, welcome to the Bin Zone. Today we're talking about the latest DC animated movie, Batman Ninja. And as you can tell, I'm a Batman fan. From Batman posters to Batman statues, I am a fan of the Bat. So you can tell I was already pretty excited for this movie. But before we begin, let me ask you guys a question. Let me know in the comment section below, what is your favorite Batman animated movie? Mine would have to be Batman Bad Blood because I like Batman, but what I like more about Batman than Batman himself is his family, his cast of characters, the Bat family themselves. And in Batman Bad Blood, you had Nightwing, Batwing, Robin, Batwoman. The only thing that was missing to make it a perfect movie was Red Robin and Red Hood. But you know what does have Red Robin and Red Hood? Batman Ninja. So let me know in the comment section below, what is your favorite Batman animated movie? And let's just jump into Batman Ninja because this movie's awesome. Batman Ninja begins with Batman being sent through time back to ancient feudal Japan where ninjas and samurais roam. And when Batman gets there, he's ambushed by a few samurais. Batman does Batman things. After Batman gets there, he meets up with Catwoman. She breaks it down to him. And us, the audience, what happens? Batman appeared 2 years after everyone who was at the time incident back in present day. And we find out that in the past 2 years, Joker, Two-Face, Penguin, Poison Ivy, and Deathstroke have become daimyos or feudal lords, and they all control parts of Japan, and they're all warring to control all of Japan. So it's up to Batman to try to defeat Joker, try to defeat everybody, and get them back to the future without messing the timeline up too bad. The movie in itself starts off with such great action sequences, such great animation. The fact that DC was able to go ahead and cast out these great anime directors and have flawless action, the art style, all that plays a major role in the development of the story, the characters, and the overall visuals of Batman Ninja. Because we already know Batman is a ninja, but it's one thing to know Batman has ninja training, and it's another thing completely to have Batman inside of a ninja setting. So with Batman being in the feudal times, he meets up with the Bat family after he's defeated by the Joker, and we come to find out that there is a clan who have been waiting for the great ninja shogun Batman to show up and lead them through the dark times of Japan. And so they help Batman and the Bat family try to fight the Joker. Batman meets up with Gorilla Grodd, who created the time machine, the Quake machine in the first place, to try to get him to bring them back to the future. So Batman, the Bat family, his Bat Ninja clan, go to confront the Joker. They get ambushed. Gorilla Grodd betrays Batman, and he becomes a daimyo, taking Joker's place, while the other feudal lords, Ivy, Penguin, and all of them get together and get ready to have a final clash, because the winner of this clash becomes the great shogun daimyo of all of Japan, uniting Japan under their rule and changing history forever. And now Batman has to realize that Batman is more than just the toys, the costumes, and all that. Batman himself has the training, has the discipline to thrive and survive in this environment. And this movie has a lot of Japanese references and a lot of Japanese culture because it is in Japan, and DC allowed the Japanese animation studios and the Japanese creative team to form and create a movie. DC gave them the creative control over Batman to do something that they could not do because they don't have the culture and the experience of this civilization as the Japanese do, and they gave it to them, they gave them free reign, and they created arguably the best Batman animated movie just because of all the references to anime that was involved. So once the five daimyos get together, the five feudal lords get there, and they decide to fight it out, and the winner of it all would become the shogun of Japan. And the best part about this, you know how I said Batman Bad Blood is my favorite Batman movie because of the Bat family? In this movie, you have Batman leading a charge with Nightwing, Red Robin, Red Hood, and Robin with Catwoman to fight these five feudal lords. And as the battle intensifies, as the battle rages on throughout the movie, Batman and his family separate to fight different feudal lords, but the feudal lords also bring some sort of technology to ancient Japan by Gorilla Grodd's own mechanisms, and they start creating a great homage to the Super Sentai genre. Super Sentai genre are Power Ranger-like genres where you have these fighters who jump inside robots, and the robots become like Megazords. So essentially, it's a homage to that genre because all their feudal lords' bases become Sentai robots. And not only do they become Sentai robots, they actually have various roots in Japanese culture. You have Sentai robots. You have some of them who look like Gundam. For example, Deathstroke's on looks like the Devil Gundam from G Gundam. We have Two-Face's on who's Senju the God, or not just Senju, but the multi-face god. He's either Senju the 1,000 hands or Maju the 10,000 hands. You have that aspect. You have Poison Ivy going into using different plant stuff, because you know it's poison ivy, it's always gonna be plant stuff. Like all of that, and then they all combine into one giant super robot. And we all know all of this has cultural relevance to Japan. And the fact that we have Batman in there, and none of this feels out of place, no matter how ridiculous it all sounds, and it looks amazing, none of it feels out of place because it fits in the narrative and culture of this movie so very well. The final battle itself comes down with the Bat family fighting the feudal lords and Batman fighting the Joker. And the final fight is arguably the best fight because Batman, we've always known Batman had the training. We've always known Batman is a modern day ninja. But when he gets into his final battle, he starts using ninjutsu that he knows. It reminds you of the series Naruto. He starts doing hand signs, shadow clones, substitutions, you name it, Batman has done it. This movie starts off one way, but the ending itself is a great homage to Japanese culture. You have Batman, you have the warring clans, the daimyos, which is part of Japan. You have monkeys combining themselves to become Monkey King Enma, which is a great monkey king, a giant monkey lord of all monkeys in Japanese culture. You have the 5 daimyos creating Super Sentai robots and merging them into super robots. And the significance of the super robots are the fact that anime really blew up in Japan because of the super robot genre. After World War II, super robots is what got them through the post-war era in anime and what shaped their culture as it is today, because super robots started this whole new revelation of them trying to be larger than life after the bombs of Hiroshima. So the significance of that and the fact that they have a super robot fighting a Westerner in Batman has cultural significances. If DC would have done Batman Ninja without contracting out to an outside Japanese studio, the cultural significance would not be the same because of just what this movie represents as a whole. And then you have the final battle in which it references modern day anime, it references ninjutsu, and we always say Batman's a modern day ninja, but Batman never really shows fundamental ninja skills, and this movie has Batman doing that. At the end, Batman has doing hand signs, he's doing all these different techniques that ninjas usually do, and he's paying great homage to Japanese culture. And the fact that they have Monkey King Enma merging with all the bats in the end of the movie to create a super Batman, akin again to the super robot genre or Super Sentai genre like Power Rangers, when Rita makes Goldar or even bad guys grow, and the bats and monkeys make Batman grow. All of that plays a part, the fact that they took a Western property in Batman. They took a Western idea, a Western property in Batman, and they integrated it so well with the Japanese culture. And the fact that it shows that both of them can coexist on a level that doesn't cheapen any of them. They didn't do anything to damage the Batman mythos, and Batman being in Japan, being a ninja, isn't any way, shape, or form a form of cultural appropriation or any of that. It seamlessly blends 2 different mythologies together to create a whole new thing. And at the end, the very last scene, after Batman defeats the Joker, and Joker begs Batman to release him, and Batman finally lets the Joker go to fall to his death. Batman wants to kill Joker, but if Batman does it, he's no better than Joker, so he saves him the last minute. And that scene just shows this duality in Batman. Batman knows that Joker is too dangerous, but Batman himself cannot cross that threshold, which is the same story we get in Batman. Batman knows what needs to be done, but there's certain thresholds he can't cross or he's no better than the criminals themselves. And overall, this movie itself is a great entryway to Japanese culture and Japanese and mythology and all that. If you understand it, you'll see all the references. And even if you don't get it, they're there and they're represented well. So the Batman mythology doesn't crush the Japanese mythology, and the Japanese mythology doesn't crush the Batman mythology. That's Batman Ninja Explained. If you like this video, guys, definitely give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to let me know in the comment section below what you think of this movie. Did you like it? What's your favorite Batman animated movie? And definitely give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you guys haven't already. Check out some other videos on the channel. And until next time, binge on.